Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats as I welcome you to Expectation Management 101. Alright, before we start here, I always wait to the end of the video to thank you and tell you how much I appreciate your support. Today I want to start the video with that. I've had so many people on my YouTube channel subscribe. I've had a lot of great comments. I get a lot of people following me on my Facebook page. And I just want to start the video by saying thank you so much for all your support. And honestly, I do this because I want to give more than I'll ever be able to receive. So if there's ever any information I can put out that you would find beneficial, shoot me a DM, text me, call me, email me, whatever you've got to do. Let me know how it is I can help you, and I'd be more than happy to make you a video. All right, so let's get into it. Today I want to talk about the different mindsets that a home buyer might be in and how each mindset impacts their ability to negotiate. I'm not much of a time waster, so let's get right into the first mindset that I see most buyers in when we're going out and looking at homes. The overwhelming majority of buyers, when we start looking at homes, just came to me when they needed to get into a house. Although I recommend getting in touch with your realtor 3 months or 6 months before you actually need to buy, a lot of times what happens is they come in and they say, listen, we need a place in the next 2-3 weeks. Because you've got the mindset as a buyer that you need a place now, when we're going out and we're looking at homes, and then you fall in love with a home, what often happens is you say, awesome, I love this home, I want this home, but I want to pay $20,000, $30,000 less for this home. And listen, I get it. We've all been there. Nobody wants to pay full price. Everybody wants to know that they got a good deal. Literally nobody has ever came up to me and said, Joe, I want to get royally screwed on this house. Nobody says that. But if you need that house pending in the next 2-3 weeks so you can move in 4, 5, 6 weeks down the road, you've really positioned yourself to have very little leverage when it comes to negotiating. So come on, Joe, where are the tips? Where are the tricks? I'm going to give you 2 mindsets right now that if you can get into as a buyer are going to give you so much more negotiating power. All right, mindset number 1. I don't need to move. I want to move. If you want to move, but you don't have to move, and this is a big asterisk, you're reasonable about price and value, you can actually negotiate a really great deal. It gives you the ability to come in, find a home you like, make an offer, and if they don't like it, you say, awesome, I'm going to go check out another house. And you can look at multiple houses until you're happy with the home and the offer that you're happy with. But again, you have to be in a position to not need the house now, and a lot of times that means coming and finding someone like me, a realtor, 3 to 6 months before you actually need to get into that house. All right, mindset number 2, folks. Mindset number 2 is me to a T. From memory, every time I've bought a home, I've needed to get in that home in the next couple weeks. So if you remember back to the beginning of this video, I said if you need to get in the next couple weeks, you might not have a lot of negotiation power, right? But if you can get over the hurdle of falling in love with a kitchen, falling in love with a backyard, falling in love with a bathroom, and instead you look at it logically with numbers, you're really opening up your negotiation power and your leverage. So let me give you an example of this mindset by using me specifically. When I look at homes personally, I'm going to go look at 8-10 homes in one day. I'm going to put 3 or 4 in a prioritized list. I'm going to go to the first home and I'm going to say, listen, I know you're asking X, but I'm offering Y. This offer is good for the next 12 hours. By the way, there are 4 houses I'm interested in that I would put an offer in on, and that is 100% true. So if I haven't heard back in the next 12 hours, or if you don't like my offer, which I understand, I just want to warn you, I gotta be in a home soon, so I'm going to have to move on to home 2. Now listen, this only works if you'll literally go on to home 2. Because once you come back in 12 hours, and you're trying to negotiate up a little bit, they're going to say, hey, what happened to house number 2? And now they know they've got you. But if you can get over the mental hurdle of falling in love with something and instead you're looking at numbers only and what makes sense, you're able to move on to house number 2. If house number 2 doesn't work, move on to 3. House 3 doesn't work, move on to 4. Now, what I've found in probably most cases when I've bought personally is when you tell them that up front, and you got to remember what they know about you in the background. They know you are on a timeline. You need a home quick. You're going to be making quick decisions. What that tells them as sellers is, if we don't agree to this offer soon, there's a great chance we could lose this buyer. So what I see happening more often than not is when I tell them, hey, I understand where you're at, but like I said, I'm going to move on to house number 2. Let me know if you're interested in this offer still, but I'm going to move on to 2. 2 out of the last 3 times I purchased a home, I had a call back in the next 60 minutes saying, listen, shut it down, we'll take your offer. But again, I want to stress, that only works if you truly have the ability, the mental ability, to get over your love for home 1 and move on to home 2. All right, so now that I've given you the 2 mindsets you need to be in to take advantage of that negotiation power, how do you reverse engineer that and put yourself in that position? Number 1, if you want to be in a position where you don't need to buy now, you just want to buy now, don't come to the realtor a month before you need the house. Come to the realtor 3 months, 6 months beforehand and start negotiating plenty of time out. Come up with a plan. And number 2, and this is a tough one. It's easy to say, it's easy to agree with, but when it comes down to it, it's challenging. You have to get over your love for a specific part of that house. If you're looking for the best kitchen ever and home 1 has the best kitchen and that offer's not accepted, you have to be okay moving on to home 2 that has a lesser kitchen but a little bit better backyard. If all you care about is numbers and you're being logical and you want the best deal, this should push you to be able to do that. If you can't get over that hurdle of that great kitchen, that's okay. Just realize you then cannot beg for the best offer. You have to take the best offer that's available to you and move forward because you love the kitchen more than you love a smoking price. All right, guys, those are the 2 mindsets that you need to be in to take advantage of that negotiation power. And I gave you a couple tips. If there are any other videos that you would like to see custom made for you or your real estate needs, let me know. I'd be more than happy to make those. If you like this video, please get down there and hit that like button. If you loved it, I would sincerely appreciate a subscribe down below. And you guys stay fired up.